A crate nailed shut. I'll need a crowbar or an iron rod or something if I want to pry it open. I'm glad Peggy is here to help.
Here we are, the Honey Pentagon.
Finally! So, you seem to really like history, and, I guess, languages?
Yeah,
What made you decide to become a reporter?
good question. You're right. I really like reading the past, discovering what happened, reliving stories, and learning a language makes me feel connected to what life's like in some other place, or culture, or what it was like in the past. But for work, I really want to make a difference. And I never felt like I could do that by being a historian or a linguist. Maybe I just never met the right people. I mean, look at your dad, right? Being a reporter, I feel like I get to do a lot of those things. Research, learning, figuring out how to talk to people, reliving their stories, but on a more practical level. And it doesn't feel like I'm making a difference all the time. Not at all, actually. But sometimes I get to work on a story that makes it all worth it.
You okay?
Phew. Tired, thirsty, but so excited about all this. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm exhausted. But wow, we found the Honey Pentagon.
Yeah, incredible, right?
Archaeology looks like really hard and time-consuming work. All that digging? I'm guessing first with bigger stuff like excavators, shovels, and then spending weeks or months in the dirt carefully cleaning all the artifacts. Ugh.
And don't forget all the research, analysis, peer reviews. It is a super hard job. But imagine being the first person to discover something like the Honey Pentagon. It would make any sacrifice you made worth it. Sorry, not any sacrifice.
So how come you're so interested in my dad's work?
I've always been interested in stories. My mom and dad read to me a lot when I was a kid. And when I was in high school, everyone in class hated history. But I could kind of see it for what it really was. Stories. About real people. People like us. But a long, long time ago. And I had this teacher, Mrs. Stanton, who saw that. And gave me all these extra assignments to keep me busy when I was done with all the regular work. And one of them was about a book by this archaeologist, Diego de Luna. You know, the one about Egyptian pharaohs.
Huh, I don't even remember that one.
Anyway, I remember I was so excited. A world-famous researcher from the same tiny town as me, Slope City. I went on to read everything he ever wrote. I really hope we find him. It would be such an honor to meet him in person.
Phew, quite an adventure getting out of Slope City.
Yeah, why were those goons chasing you? It was me who stole the crystal.
I guess they must have had the whole town under surveillance.
Oh God, after seeing what they did in Los Santos, I don't want to think what would have happened if they caught you.
Yeah, I barely escaped the trunk of that ostentatious car the first time.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, you're full of surprises.
So how do you know Stan from the train?
This is gonna sound strange, but I saw a younger version of him from 75 when I was at the tower.
What do you mean, a younger version? Like, a picture of him?
No, I was actually talking to him. He was there. And then he remembered me on the train.
You're right. That does sound strange.
Maybe that had something to do with what the mayor was doing behind the bookcase in his office?
Do you think it's somehow connected to that thing my dad mentioned?
Maybe. Your dad did mention that Wanderbrush had taken something dangerous back with him.
That was pretty messed up back there in Los Santos.
Yeah, I feel really bad about digging up poor Jeremiah.
Me too. But what was it? Extremis malice?
Extremis malis extrema remedia.
Right. What do you think's going on at Wanderbrush Tower?
I'm not sure, but the mayor's up to something. I saw some really weird stuff when I was in there. I think Wanderbrush is doing some kind of experiment. Somehow connected to what happened in 75, maybe.
What do you think he's trying to achieve?
I don't know, but it feels dangerous. And after seeing what his crew did to Los Santos, and poor Jeremiah,
And to my dad.
yeah, I've got this weird feeling that Slope City might be in trouble.
Maybe my dad will know more about all that.
Yeah, he did say something about the mayor taking back something dangerous.
We found the Hani Pentagon. Can you believe it?
It's so exciting! I always knew it was real.
I really hope there's something here that'll help us find my dad.
There must be. It's where he was working before he disappeared.
Mind if I check my dad's book for a sec?
Sure.
These letters and numbers could be useful. It's a cordon. My dad wanted me to find. Let's check out what's down there. But be careful.
Sure thing. Jeez. No wonder your dad never took you with him.
Wow, someone really doesn't want us to go down there.
Who uses mines these days?
An evil mayor with a receding hairline.
Fair point.
They really went all in. It's so over the top, it's comical. Ah, this looks like an old prototype.
It must have been lying here since '75. I wonder if it still works.
I'll check it out. Huh. Where's the robot's head? We should look around and see if we can find it. It's so over the top. They really went... This sign is barely hanging on. I think I could knock it off. Almost. Ha! There! An iron rod. Could be useful for many things. I have a feeling we'll learn if this is true pretty soon. An iron rod. Aha!
Looks like an old robot head. Must be one of the old Greystone prototypes. Looks like an... must be...
There.
Nice.
Let's see if it still works. Ah, the wires got all crossed. I'll have to untangle them first.
Greystone Robotics Limited. Prototype 0.5.7. Initializing. System malfunction detected. Loading backup database. Rebooting. All systems online. Good day to you, sir. And madam. My name is Howard. I don't believe we've been introduced.
I'm Elroy. This is my friend Peggy.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
What are you doing here?
I am programmed for archaeological surveillance and excavation. My capabilities, however, reach far beyond that. I suggest you ask my colleagues Dr. De Luna and Mr. Wonderbrast. They should be back any minute now.
So you worked for Diego de Luna and Cyril Wonderbrast?
I beg your pardon? I work with them. You see, we have a rather flat hierarchy. One could call it a partnership of sorts. What a fine team we make. They should be back any minute now, my partners. You are welcome to stay for tea.
Elroy? I don't think he knows it's not 1975 anymore.
Forgive me, I did not quite catch that.
Never mind. You have an odd way of talking. For a robot.
My speech routines were modeled after the British archaeologist Howard Carter, famous for discovering the tomb of Tutankhamun in 1922.
Some pretty big shoes to fill, huh?
Luckily, I do not wear shoes.
What is it that you're digging up here?
We are uncovering the remains of the Hani Pentagon, one of the most significant discoveries of the 20th century.
That's impressive.
Do you know what its function was? And who built it?
I'm afraid I cannot discuss the details, but you are welcome to wait for my partners to return. They should be back any minute.
Wait! Don't move!
What the?
It's a minefield! It looks like Wonderbrast really doesn't want anyone to get down there.
The whole area is surrounded. We should go back to try to find some way to cross it safely.
The compass is spinning even faster now. We must be getting closer to the source.
And to think, poor Jeremiah was killed for what he knew.
No way we're just...
Maybe we can find a way to cross.
There's a minefield around the dig site. Can you help us cross it?
I beg your pardon? A minefield? That is preposterous. There is absolutely no record of a minefield in my database.
Wonderbrast must have mined the surroundings after you were deactivated.
Deactivated? My database records a constant flow of time from the beginning of the excavation to the present day.
And what day do you think it is today?
It's Saturday, of course. May the 24th, 1975. There will be a total lunar eclipse tonight.
You are right about the lunar eclipse, but actually,
It's Sunday, November 28th, 1993.
Oh dear, that is puzzling. Please excuse me while I run a complete internal diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. I have detected a time discrepancy of roughly 18 years. According to Greystone Robotics' internal guidelines, all prototype models must be decommissioned after 5 years of operation. This model is 19 years, 15 days, 7 hours, and 3 seconds old, and shall be decommissioned immediately. Commencing self-destruct sequence. All individuals are advised to clear the area.
abort self-destruct sequence!
10, 9, 8,
Wait!
Hey, hold on!
7,
Pause countdown.
6, 5,
But we need your help!
4,
Holy cow, he's going to blow. We need to get out of here.
No, wait! Howard, don't you want to die in style?
3,
Go out with a bang doing what you love? One last job?
2. Self-destruct sequence paused. I would love to perform one last job.
Oh, that was close.
When I was assembling you, I noticed you were equipped with a ground-penetrating radar.
That is correct. An indispensable surveillance tool for excavations.
That's what I thought. Do you think you could use it to scan for mines?
Most definitely. My job is excavation and archaeology, not mine clearance, you know. But when mines are standing between us and discovery, we do what we must.
All right, Howard. Are you sure you're up for this?
A little minefield is no match for a master archaeologist. Please remain in the designated safe zone. Commencing job 427-final.
Good luck, buddy.
Be careful.
Scanning. Calculating. Virtual grid online. Mine proximity overlay active.
Mine proximity overlay?
I am visualizing numbers on squares, surrounded by at least one mine. A number inside a square identifies the total number of mines present in the neighboring 8 squares.
That's fascinating. Greystone Robotics really was ahead of its time.
Maybe you should let him concentrate.
Right. All right, Howard. Go get him, Tiger.
All we have to do is to peel the shrines like an onion, and we will be with the king himself. Oh my, I appear to have stepped on a mine.
Oh no, Howard!
Are you all right?
The damage to my hardware is only superficial. The emotional damage, however, is deep. Scanning section. Ancient artifact located. Excavating. Scanning. Splendid.
Howard!
You can...
Let me try. Ancient artifact located. Excavating. Scanning. Not again.
Oh, no, no.
Thank you for your concern. Surely there is a way through this minefield, and I am determined to find it. I see no reason to stop now. Minefield cleared. It is now safe to pass. Be careful to retrace my, steps precisely.
Woohoo! Awesome! Now, how do we do this? There's quite a lot of tracks here.
Follow me. Wow, this is absolutely amazing. This structure must have been made out of an incredibly hard and durable material to survive like this for so long.
What do you think's inside?
There's only one way to find out.
Mission accomplished.
Woohoo! We made it!
Good work, guys. I knew you could do this.
Splendid. Good job. Now I can finally die.
Wait! The job's not quite done yet. We might still need your help.
Yeah, why don't you stick around for a while longer?
We promise you'll be decommissioned soon.
Very well. I shall await further instructions.
That was good thinking. We still might need him.
Yeah, you never know. And I'm starting to like that little fella. Come on, we should explore the whole area. See what else is around here.
A huge structure made of an unknown material.
Yeah. How did it survive for thousands of years without erosion?
A stone tablet with a symbol on it. A stone tablet. No way this will. Hey, Howard.
Hello.
Thanks for helping us cross the minefield. We couldn't have done it without you.
You are most welcome. My memory banks show no records of it, which means it must have been constructed after my deactivation.
Wanderbrust didn't want anyone to get access to this place.
How strange. Why hide a discovery of such magnitude?
Well, we're going to find out. How long did it take you guys to excavate all of this? This place is huge.
I was brought here 19 years ago.
So about 1 year?
That is correct. We had considerable resources from Wanderbrust Industries at our disposal.
Do you know what the purpose of this place is? Or was?
I'm afraid I never saw the inside of the central structure. But from the items we discovered around it, I could infer a connection with religious ceremony and travel.
Travel? Where?
Unfortunately, I have insufficient data to answer that question.
Howard, could we have a look at the artifacts you collected in the minefield?
Certainly.
Ah, they look like some kind of tablets, and they have those symbols on them.
Let me see. Yeah, these symbols are the same as the ones on your dad's box, and in his book. Howard, do you have any idea what these are for?
I'm afraid I do not have any record of them. However, they do seem to be made from the same durable material characteristic of this excavation site.
Do you mind if we keep them? They might be useful.
Not at all.
Thanks. A stone tab.
Mind if I...
Sure.
These letters...
A stone. A huge.
Yeah.
An ancient tablet that's thousands of years old. I could try it. I could try it. A huge.
Yeah.
Hey, Howard.
Hello.
Bye.
Goodbye.
No way that.
The needle's spinning like crazy. Whatever's causing it must be nearby.
I can feel it, Elroy.
The needle's spin...
I can feel it.
stone tablet. An ancient tablet that's thousands of years old, and you want to use it? I could
Huh, the compass is just spinning.
Yeah. An ancient... Yeah. I could
Wait, there are loads of bees there. I'm allergic.
All right, I'll meet you back here. There's something under this table.
What do you know? An old radio! I hope it still works. What do you know?
It's an old radio. Huh, the battery's missing. It's a table. I don't think... It's some kind of monolith.
I can't get near the
There are bees everywhere. They seem to like the sweet smell of the cactus flower.
completely full of sand. Come, absolutely empty.
Another one of those... Another one... Another one of...
I can't get... Mind it.
Sure.
So, what happens if you get stung by a bee?
You don't want to know. Wow, I'm glad someone did all the digging for us here.
Let's have a look around. A stone tab... Ha! What do you know? Strawberry cola. Strawberry cola? You have got to be kidding me.
I'm so thirsty. Let me try.
Here.
Yuck. This is disgusting. Hot and way too sugary.
Those were different times, I guess.
Here, you keep it.
Strawberry cola. Some kind of console. Some kind of console. Reminds me of a motherboard with CPU slots. What do you think is in here?
No idea, but it sure looks important.
An empty bowl. I've ruined an ancient bowl with sticky soda. I'm sure my dad would be proud of me. Let's see if this works. Bees like sweet smell, right? Bingo!
It looks like something's missing here. An old truck. Nothing useful here. Just empty. Disappointing. Wow, a solar charging device from the 70s. I wonder if it still works.
I wonder if this thing still works. It's an old radio. Another one of those symbols from the book.
Just empty.
Oh, look, a well. Do you think there's water down there?
Let's check. I'll drop a pebble down. Nope, the bottom is as hard as stone.
Do you think there might be something interesting down there?
I wouldn't be surprised. We should look.
Peggy, do you think you could lower me in if I sit on that bucket?
Sure, but it's pitch dark down there. You'll need some kind of lamp or something.
It's pitch black down here! Pull me back up! I'll need a lamp.
Or a torch. Interesting. Those square rocks over there seem to form a circle.
And whatever is in the center is covered by those boulders.
Should we try moving them?
A stone tablet.
Let me see. Yeah, I think I've seen the symbol in your dad's book.
It looks like there used to be some kind of sign here. It looks like there used to be...
Complete.
There's another one of those monoliths under the boulders. Peggy, can you come here and help me try and move these boulders?
Sure. They're too heavy for the two of us. We'll have to find another way to get rid of them.
This iron rod is...
An old cloth.
There's a truck here and everything.
They must have had a pretty big team helping them out.
I wonder what happened to them, since word of this place never got out.
Another one of those symbols. An old defunct... Here's another one of those tablets. This one has a different symbol. Some old wire. It should still be conductive, though. An old defunct truck full of oil stains. An old It's a small accessory box. There's something in there. An old battery. Huh. I can soak up some oil with this cloth. Holy cow! I just made a proper torch! Henceforth, I shall be known as Elroy, the Torturer.
Oh, God.
I'll need a wire to connect the battery to the solar panel. Let me connect these wires to the solar panel contacts. There! It looks like the battery is charging.
Thank you, solar power.
There! Peggy, could you lower me?
Sure.
Ah! I need to scare these bats. Aren't bats sensitive to sound? Maybe something loud and noisy could help.
Hey, Peg. Sure. I should take.
The battery should be charged. I'll take it. It worked!
Amazing. Now we can listen to old country songs while dying of thirst.
Oh, come on. We're doing great. There. Peggy, could...
Sure.
The floor is a bit damp, but still dry enough to not damage the electronics. Yes, finally! I guess they really don't like high frequencies. Now I can focus. It's another one of those monoliths. It looks like some... Hey, Peg.
Sure.
Peggy, I have an idea. The slots in the console are square-shaped.
Just like those tablets.
Exactly.
Do you think they'll fit?
Let's see. There! The tablet fits perfectly. There's some kind of magnetic force holding it in place.
One of the parts is opening.
It looks like one of... I'll have to try to get more parts to open.
Mind if I...
Sure. One of the covers is closing.
I should... Huh! I think I did it! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The symbols on the tablets do represent numbers.
Your father would be proud.
Thanks. It looks like... Something's happening.
It looks like some kind of ancient puzzle. Let me try to figure it out.
You do that. I'm much better with words than logical puzzles.
I think I need to direct the blue light into this crystal.
This button seems to rotate the selected ring's counter. This button seems to change the ring selection.
I think I solved it.
Wow, it's levitating. How is this even possible?
I've seen magnets float before, but never anything like this.
Look, there's a beam going from the monolith to the central structure.
2 down.
Awesome!
That beam is connecting the monolith to the structure in the center of the valley.
I would never have guessed that beast.
This is... I don't want to... There, Peggy, could you...
Sure.
I solved another one. Peggy, watch out! There's a monolith coming your way!
Here it comes. Elroy, this is incredible.
Hey, Peggy!
Sure.
That's the 4th monolith.
Nice.
Another one of... I'd rather not. I can light it and use it as a...
These boulders are too...
I know now that I can use the crystal to activate monoliths. It looks like there used to be... This iron... I'd rather not. We need to find a way to move those boulders.
They look really heavy. Maybe if we had something that could cause a big explosion?
Hey, Howard.
Hello.
Howard, we'll need you to come with us. We have one last task for you.
Very well.
Hey, Howard.
Hello, Elroy.
So, 19 years, huh? Quite a long career for a prototype.
And what a fine career it has been.
Any favorite moments?
Every moment was a favorite in its own little way. Every grain of sand swept away to uncover a relic of a distant past. Every symbol in a forgotten tongue, with no witness to decipher its meaning. Every clang of metal against metal as a lengthy excavation finally bears fruit. The life of an archaeologist is filled with thrill and excitement.
You worked with Diego de Luna, right?
Dr. De Luna? Yes, that is correct.
What was he like? I mean, to work with.
Dr. De Luna is the finest archaeologist I have ever worked with. Resourceful, adventurous, bold, and kind. I take pride in our accomplishments and in our friendship.
He's my dad, you know.
Is that so? I had a father once.
You did?
Dr. Dave Greystone.
Do you miss him?
I can access memories of our time together with perfect accuracy and replay them in real time whenever I so desire. During my diagnostic, I discovered 4,537 accesses to those memories between my deactivation and the time we met.
You mean you were dreaming about your creator while you were offline? Do androids dream?
We do, but not of electric sheep.
Peggy,
I know what you're thinking. I don't see what other choice we have.
are you sure the explosion won't destroy whatever's underneath those rocks?
It seems to be made from the same material as the thing in the center of the valley.
Do you think it can survive the blast then?
Well, it escaped erosion for thousands of years.
Fair enough. Howard,
Yes?
congratulations. You have completed your assignment.
Why, thank you. My pleasure entirely. Then if I surmise correctly, you have no more need for my services.
We need just one more thing from you to help us get rid of these boulders.
Oh, I see. By self-destructing in front of them. Thank you for making my final moments meaningful.
Very meaningful. You are going to help us find my dad, Dr. De Luna.
Very well. Commencing self-destruct sequence. All individuals are advised to clear the area. 10, 9, 8.
You know, I'm almost sad to see the poor fella go.
I know, right?
7, 6, 5,
Bon voyage, my friend.
4,
Go out with a bang.
3, 2, 1.
Rest in peace, Howard.
Are you okay?
Yeah, the plan worked at least.
It was a good plan.
All right, let's focus.
go. This should be the last one. There's some kind of interface on the door. I should take a closer look.
These look like the number symbols from those tablets.
I think you're right. Let's see what happens if I move them around. I think the number on the piece needs to match the number of hexagons touching it.
Maybe we need to get all the pieces to light up?
There! I think I've got it.
Good job.
Whoa, the panel reset. The numbers are different now.
I think that's it.
Something's happening. I can't believe we did it.
Miss Wolf, may I present the Hani Pentagon?
You know, you're pretty good at this archaeology stuff.
You mean for an engineer?
No, seriously. How come you never followed in your father's footsteps?
Well, archaeology took my dad away from me, so I kind of grew up hating it.
And now?
I'm starting to see the appeal. Come on, let's have a look inside.
What if there are bats in there?
Okay, after you. Whoa, that thing looks really familiar. You know, I had to act out the entire play today at the theater to get access to that audio system.
Seriously? I saw an early preview and it's not exactly Hamlet.
Well, one part of the scenery was a portal which looks exactly like this thing here.
Wait a minute. Wasn't the guy who wrote the play called Cyrilio? As in Cyril?
Wanderbrust.
Yeah. Could that play be a way for him to cope with everything that happened?
You know what? I don't really care how he copes with it. Fact is, my dad trusted that guy, and he betrayed him. What do you think this cylinder is for?
Maybe some kind of control mechanism for that thing over there?
Huh. The rings won't budge. Let me see if this fits. There! I think I activated it. Oh, wow, did you see that?
The frame is levitating. Well, it's kind of active, although I don't see any way through.
Yeah, maybe we can look around, find some more clues.
Look, there's a note on that wall.
It's a note with the same symbols we've been seeing around the dig site.
Let me see. Huh. I can use the key in the book to replace some of these with letters. Maybe we can try guessing the rest based on context somehow.
His eyes are lightning. His roar is a flood. His breath is fire.
Huh. I've heard that before. Isn't that a description of Humbaba from the Epic of Gilgamesh?
My dad used to read that to me when I was a kid.
Then it was probably him who left the note.
Look, I can rotate the symbols.
I think I've got it. Lightning, flood, fire.
Uh-oh. What's happening?
Looks like it's activating. I knew it. It is a portal.
Well, it does look like some kind of passage somewhere. We should try going through.
Oh, no way! Who knows what's on the other side?
Come on, Elroy. This is what we came here for. It's your destiny. Let's do this.
We should investigate it first. Tie something to a rope and let it through? You know, do a few experiments?
Well, well, well. The boss knew exactly where you'd be. Hands up.
They're after the crystal. What should we do?
There's only one thing we can do here. Hey, what's that thing behind you?
What?
Come on, no time for discussion.
Not again. The boss ain't gonna be happy about this.
Hey, Elroy, wake up. We're on the other side.
Oh, my head.
Take it easy. The vertigo will wear off soon.
Holy cow, what is this place?
I had a quick look around while you were out. There's some kind of door over there, but it won't budge.
So, we're trapped in here?
It looks like it.
At least we can breathe. That means this place has an oxygen-nitrogen atmosphere.
Huh? What's that? Look, it lights up when you step on it.
Let me try the other one.